வில்பெரும் விரவும் கஞ்சனும் மல்லும் வேழமும் பாகனும் வீடச் சற்றவன் தன்னை புறமெறி செய்த சிவனொரு துயர் கலதேவை பத்தலர் வீயக்கோல் கையில் கொண்டு பார்த்தன் தன் தேர் முன் நின்னானை சித்தவை படியாய் முடித்துறந்தானை திருவல்லிக்கேணி கண்டேனே. This is a beautiful pasuram in Periyadharmozhi by Swami Tirumangayalvar. He sings upon the Divyadesam of Thiruvallikeni, which is seen in the city of Chennai. It is also popularly known as Triplicane, Parthasarathi Perumal temple. While it is the most popular deity in this temple is Sri Parthasarathi, there's 5 forms of the Lord in this temple. These are Rama, Gajendra Varadan, Narsimhan, Ranganathan, and Parthasarathi. You see these 5 forms, and each of these 5 forms represent the Lord's different avatarams. You can say that they represent the 5 nilas that the Lord is in: Para, Vyubha, Vibhava, Acha, Antaryami, and so you can say that they refer to these 5 places where the Lord is staying at. However, furthermore, each of these 5 is significant for a certain type of Sharanagati. Sharanagati refers to the act of the soul surrendering to the Lord and not saying that I cannot do anything. Aham madrakshana paro madrakshana palam tata namavas shripate revet yatmanam nikshibet putaha. Swami Vedanta Desikar gives this shloka in his Nyasa Dasakam, in which he says that all Nyasa refers to the surrendering. He says that my aham madrakshana paro, all the weight upon my shoulders, I'm putting it on your shoulders. Madrakshana palam tata navavas shripate revet yatmanam nikshibet putaha. If you put the weight on my shoulders upon his shoulders, then what will happen? I do not have any weight on my shoulders, or I will be stress-free, so to speak. It is just the fact that we have to realize that the weight is actually was never on our shoulders. The weight was always upon his shoulders. We just think that, oh, I have the weight upon my shoulders and I'm doing that. And so in this pasuram, Andal refers to a girl that is thinking that the weight is upon her shoulders. And so we will look at this pasuram line by line. Nottu chuvarkum pugendra ammanai மாற்றமும் தாராரோ வாசல் திறவாதார் நாற்றத்துராய் முடி நாராயணன் நம்மால் போற்றப்பரதனும் புண்ணியனால் பண்டொரு கூற்றத்தின் வாய் விழுந்த கும்பகர்ணனும் தோற்ற முனக்கே பெருந்துயில் தான் தந்தானோ ஆற்ற அனந்துரையாய் இறங்கலமே தேற்றமாய் வந்து திற ஏலோர் எம்பாவாய். Andal refers to this pasuram as to a older lady. This lady, she thinks that she can, by her own efforts, achieve the Lord. Notru chuvarkum. She is continuously doing all sorts of tapas to attain the Lord. Pugindra, notru chuvarkum pugindra ammanai. She thinks by doing all these tapas, she can go to the Swarga, she can go to Vaikunta, she can achieve the Lord. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna gives so many different types of ways to achieve Him. He gives the Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, all sorts. But in the middle, every once in a while, Krishna sees the confusion amongst Arjuna. He will say Karma Yoga, and then he will see the confusion with Arjuna, and then he will say, Arjuna, I am your Atma. You are my Shariram, I am your Atma. You are the body, I am the Atma. And then again, he will explain the entirety of Jnana Yoga, and then again he will say, Arjuna, you are the Shariram, I am the Atma. And then similarly again, he will go and he will say the Bhakti Yoga, then he will say, Arjuna, you are the Shariram, I am the Atma. Arjuna gets so confused. Why is he continuously saying this again and again and again? On a couple of days ago, I explained the word Narayana. What does Narayana refer to? Narayana refers to He who is seen which is inside of every last being. Naraha, Ayanaha, Yasya Saha. Nara refers to the every single permanent entity. Chit and Achit, the non-sentient and the sentient beings. Inside both the sentient and the non-sentient, inside both each and every single one of our Atmas and each and every single molecule, the Lord is inside of that. What does that mean? It can be taken that He is physically there, but can also be understood that He is metaphorically there. He is the one that is controlling every single last action of both the molecules, the state of being for these molecules. Every single last object is thanks to His grace. He is the one that is ensuring all of these things happen. He's within it and ensuring that it stays consistent. Similarly, He's inside in each and every single one of us. He's inside of our Atma and ensuring that we are also taken care of. He's taking care of everything, and he's controlling all the actions of both Chit and Achit inside of us. And that is what the word Naraha Ayanaha refers to, Narayana. That is why the Arvars continuously refer to him as Narayana. Similarly, in Tamil, as I mentioned, there's another word that has this exact same connotation. It is the word Mal. Thirumal refers to he who is along with Mahalakshmi, that Mal which is along with Mahalakshmi. Mal is the wonderful word that refers to all-encompassing. He is all-encompassing. Nothing is without Mal. Mal refers to everything. He is within everything. Everything is seen with him. And so that Mal is what is going to protect us. That Mal, if he's inside of everything, he is taking care of everything. And so that is what is referred to here in Notu Chuvarkum Puginda Ammanai, Matamum Tararo Vasal Tiravadai. So that is what in Bhagavad Gita Krishna is saying. He's saying that, oh, I am Narayana, I am Narayana, I am Narayana. Arjuna gets very confused. The body doesn't take care of itself. If I need to brush my teeth, is the body the one that brushes its teeth? No. If I need to bathe, is it the body? If I feel hungry, is it the body that eats? Or is it the soul that controls the body and makes sure that the body eats? Is it us that controls ourselves and ensures that everything happens? It is the Atma that controls. And so hence, if he is the Atma for us, that means he is the one that is controlling. He is the one that's making it happen. So upon this confusion by Arjuna, Krishna finally says, Sarva dharman parityakya mam ekam saranam braja aham tva sarva papebhyo moksheshyami masuchaha. I will take care, do not worry. Keep calm. I am Narayana, do not worry. Keep calm, I am Narayana. It goes back to that same position of Narayanane namakke paredaruvan. He will make sure that whatever is to happen will happen. He will take care of us. And that is what Krishna also says, Sarva dharman parityagya. Let go of all these karma yoga, jnana yoga, bhakti yoga. You think that you can protect yourself? You cannot protect yourself. You cannot. Avanindri oru anuvum asayadu. That's what is said in Tamil. If without him, not even a single molecule can move. Avanindri oru anuvum asayadu. Why? Because ellam irevan செயல். Everything that is to be done is a product of him. He is the one. All of the actions that are done in this world, every last thing that you see is a product of his actions. It is his will that everything has happened. That is what Parai also refers to. Parai in this context refers to the Sankalpa or the will of the Lord. Everything is thanks to his Sankalpa. He makes everything happen. Andal continuously uses the word Parai to refer to that Sankalpa of his. So hence, Krishna is saying, Sarva dharman parityakya mam ekam saranam vraja aham tva sarva papibhyo. Don't worry. You may think that, oh, if I let go of all these karmas, will I not be sad? Will some bad things happen to me? Will papas come to me? Will I become sinful? No. Sarva dharman parityakya mam ekam saranam vraja. Surrender to me alone. Trust that I will take care of you. Sarva dharman parityakya mam ekam saranam vraja aham tva sarva papebhyo. I will remove all of your papas, any of your suffering that exists. If you think that he is the one that is taking care of everything. I gave the example of Swami Vedanta Desigar. He said, Aham madrakshana baro, madrakshana palam tata. If you realize that the weight is not on your back and it is on the other person's back, why do you have to fear? You don't have any stress. There is no papa. Papa does not refer to sin or any of the such. Papa, in fact, refers to our suffering. That suffering we will not have if we realize that he is the one taking care of everything. Why worry? Moksha isyami. I will remove you from that suffering. I will give you that peace of mind, that ira inbam that Andal continuously and the Arvars continuously talk about. Masuchaha. Don't worry. Trust me. Don't worry. Anjalandu kayyum. Yesterday I gave the Thirukkayile piditha divyayudangalum. Vaital anjalandu kayyum. Kavitha mudiyum. Mugamam muruvalum. Asana padmathile arindana thiruvadigalamai nirkka nilaye. Namakku tanjam. He is the one that is tanjam for us. He is the one that we are to surrender to. Why? Anjade. Do not worry. I have vatsalyam. I do not see your bad qualities. I do not see that if you have any stress, do not worry. Anjade. I will take care of you. That is what he shows by that mudra in his hand. That is what he means by Masuchaha. And so this woman, she does not realize that. Notu Chuvarkum Pugendra Ammanai. She refers to an older woman, Andal does. Funnily enough, if you look into the Dharma Shastras, it is commonly said by Apastambar and many other Dharma Shastra rishis that if you have any doubts as to how something is to be done in the house in regards to rituals and stuff, you should go ask the oldest women in the house, the grandmother of the house. Why? Because these grandmothers are usually continuously engaged in some action, some rituals, because they think through these rituals, they can achieve the Lord, these grandmothers. That is why it's usually said that you should go ask them. But that's why Andal's making fun of her in this pastime. Ammanai, you are an old lady. You think that by doing some japa, you think by doing some sort of actions, you think by us doing this homa or us going to this temple or walking around the temple continuously, you go to a lot of temples, you see only grandmothers there. They're always continuously there because they believe if I don't get the tirtham that morning, my day will not be good. Something will happen to me if I do not get that tirtham that day. The Lord will punish me if I do not do this. That is not what the Lord is about. Notuchorkum puginda ammanai, you grandmother, you think that by through these actions, your actions, you can achieve the Lord? No, that is not what he said. And that is what is also seen in Thiruvallikeni, where there's these 5 forms of the Lord. You see first Krishna. Krishna is Parthasarathi, or known as Gita-charyan. Gita-charyan is the one that has given this Gita, and he is the one that also said, Sarvadharman parityakya mamekam saranam braja aham tva sarvapapebhyo moksheshyami ma suchaha. He gave the word, he said clearly, trust me, I will take care of you. Well, did it work out for Arjuna? Of course it worked out for Arjuna. They won. Furthermore, in that pasuram that I quoted from Thiruvallikeni, Virperum Viravam Kanjanam Mallum Veramam Paganam Veera Chattavantanne Puramari Cheyda Shivanuritoya Kalateve Pattalar Via Kol Kayil Kondu Parthan. Bhishma has let out so many arrows right at Parthan's face, right at Arjuna's face. What did he do at that time? Krishna, Sri Parthasarathi, what did he do? Parthan Tanter Mun Ninnane. He stood up and he took all the bows to his own face. He protected Arjuna. He protected Arjuna. He made sure Arjuna did not a single one of those arrows touched Arjuna. That is what you see even today. If you go to Thiruvallikeni, you will see Parthasarathi's face is fully covered with holes. Why? Because he took all those arrows right for Arjuna. He is showing us that I am here to protect you. Parthan tanter mun ninnane sittavai padiyai mudi turandane Thiruvallikeni kandene. You see that in Thiruvallikeni. Further, you see Gajendra Vardhan. Gajendra Vardhan refers to the Lord who came for Gajendra. Gajendra was noted Chuvarkam Ammanai for 1,000 years. He thought that he can protect himself. He fought for 1,000 years against the crocodile. He thought that by fighting against the crocodile, he can defeat the crocodile and he can go and he can win. Did not work out. After 1,000 years, he realized none of this is going to work out. And he called out Adi Mulame. He called upon that Adi Mulam, or the first person, the person that had Par Kadal Payat Tuyinda Paraman. He called upon him. And what did the Lord do? He came running. My father beautifully says that the Lord, he came so fast that he was dissatisfied with the speed of Garuda, that he took Garuda and he put him upon his own shoulders and started running, because he felt that Garuda was not fast enough. So he was like, I will run faster than you. And so he came that fast to protect him. Again, another statement to show that with our own efforts, we cannot achieve anything. It is through his efforts that anything can happen. Similarly, you also see Rama, Sita, Lakshmana, Hanuman in Thiruvallikeni. What does that show? Sita, with her Pati Pratya Dharma, could have easily cursed Ravana and said that Ravana, this entirety of Lanka should go into flames. In fact, it was her that made sure that Hanuman's tail did not burn. With her mantra shakti, could she not have protected herself? Could she not have won over the entirety of Lanka? She did not do that. She waited because she had Paratantriyam. She knew that she had to wait for the Lord, that she was fully dependent on him. She showed yet again that what was important for her was surrendering to him. She waited for him and let him take care. She was not noted Chuvarkam Pugin Ramanai. She was a young girl that knew, just like Andal, that he is there to protect us. That is what she did. That is Sita Devi. That's what she did. Prahalladan is known to have been thrown off a cliff, put inside a snake pit. He's given to this evil lady. He's given poison, everything. But do any of these things hurt Prahalada? Did Prahalada try to run from his father at any point? Did he try to fight his father in his own efforts? No. All he did was he closed his eyes and trusted in Narayana, that Narayana will protect him. And look, in every single last instance, Narayana protected him. That's why you see Narasimha also in Thiruvallikeni. That is 4 Sharanagatis. Finally, you see Ranganatha. You see the beautiful Lord Ranganatha in Thiruvallikeni. Why? Ranganatha refers to he who was tried to be brought by Vibhishana. Vibhishana tried to bring Ranganatha all the way when given as a gift. When Rama's Pattabhishekam happened, Rama was giving everybody gifts. At that time, he gave Vibhishana the deity of Srirangam, and he gave him that Ranganatha, and he said, here, have this Ranganatha, take him to Lanka. He tries to take him to Lanka. Halfway through, he realizes when he's passing through Srirangam, he realizes that, oh, it's time for me to do my Sandhya Vandanam. It's time for me to do my prayers. So he puts down Ranganatha and he tries to do his prayers. He goes back. He tries to lift up Ranganatha. He could not lift up Ranganatha. No matter how much he tried, he could not do that. If we try to put on our own effort to do something, we will never get him. However, you look at Andal. Andal did not put in her own effort to get Ranganatha. And so hence, till day, he's facing Srivilliputtur. He's facing in the south direction. He's not actually facing Lanka. He's facing Srivilliputtur towards Andal. And then not only that, he came and he joined her in Srivilliputtur as well. Ranganatha is a great example. For all the Alvars did Sharanagati. And he showed himself to all of them. That is why Ranganatha is also an example of how the Lord protects us. Nottu chuvarkum puginda ammanai maatamum tararo vasal thiravadal. Okay. She says, you are an old woman that you are trying to achieve the Lord on your own. You cannot achieve the Lord on your own. Maatamum tararo vasal thiravadal. You don't even answer us. You're not even answering what we are saying because you're so busy doing your japa. You're so busy trying to do your homas and your prayers. You are trying to achieve the Lord on your own efforts. You cannot do that. Stop trying to do that and instead answer us. Some people, you see a lot of stories in which some rishi will do a lot of tapas. He will try to achieve the grace of the Lord, and at that time another rishi will show up. Even in the case of Gajendra, Gajendra used to be a person that would continuously be in the service of the Lord. He was continuously serving the Lord, and what happened? Suddenly a rishi came. He did not notice that the rishi was there. He did not talk to the rishi because he was so focused in his own upasana. And what happened? The rishi cursed him. He said, you did not see me, so I curse you. And so because that is what Andal is saying here as well. Maatamum tararo. You are so focused on uplifting yourself. You think that you are going to uplift yourself through all these pujas. Maatamum tararo. Henson, you are ignoring us. We are not going to curse you like these rishis. But why don't you respond to us again? Maatamum tararo. Vasal thiravadar. Can you please open up the door? This girl says, I don't trust that he will take care of us. Arvar says, Notra nombilen. He says that I do not have anything that I will do. I do not have any nombu or any vrata or any puja that I will do to achieve you. Notra nombilen is what Arvar says. However, this girl does not trust that. She does not think that that is possible, that by not doing anything she can achieve the Lord. Look at all these rishis. They are doing tapas for thousands upon thousands of years. So shouldn't we also do the same thing is what she asks. To which, Natrathurai Mudi Narayanan. Natrathurai Mudi Narayanan refers to that person who is wearing the tulasi leaves. The tulasi leaves as is on his hair and on his shoulder. Why is the tulasi leaves referred to? If you go to Tamil Nadu, today we often, in the US at least, we are trying to raise our own tulasi leaves. We have a tulasi pot and we are spending so much of our efforts trying to raise this tulasi and ensure it stays up in this weather. It actually kind of loses its purpose if we are doing it in that way. If you look at why the tulasi is used, the purpose of the tulasi, if you see in a lot of places in India, it is a weed. It is not a plant that you grow, that you have to put any effort to grow into. It is known as Thiruppavai in Tamil. Thurai refers to that which continuously grows again and again and again, and you cannot stop it. If a weed grows, you cannot stop it. It will continuously grow in a certain direction. It will keep growing. Similarly, this tulasi is seen as a weed in Tamil Nadu. That weed means that what is it? He is continuously, you cannot stop him. If he wishes to grow, he will grow. He will continuously grow towards you. That turavi, that will grow towards you. That is why it's called Tiruthurai, Natrathurai Mudi Narayanan. He is wearing that Tiruthurai mala, he is wearing that tulasi mala to show that you do not have to put in any effort. I will grow towards you. That is what that tulasi refers to. He is growing towards us. Natrathurai Mudi Narayanan. Nammal Potra Paretanam Punyanan. You think that you are going to get any other punyam, any other good deed, and thereby that you are going to achieve the Lord? Punyan refers to him. He is our punyan. Any sorts of punyam that we are going to have is through him. Natrathurai Mudi Narayanan. Nammal Potra Paretaram Punyanan. Pandaranal Kutratin Vaivirinda Kumbhakaranam. We have looked into how this girl is doing this. This is where our story of Elsa also comes up from Disney. If you look into Frozen, that movie, this girl Elsa, she thinks that by her own efforts she can take care of herself. She tries to she thinks she's independent and she creates her own castle and she believes that she can take care of herself there. She does not need anybody else's help. But in reality, it takes her sister to come and to truly show her what it means to be amongst people, what it means to be a part of a family. She needs that person to come and show her, by your efforts, you cannot be happy in life. By your efforts alone, you cannot do anything. You have to be amongst other people. You have to do that Bhagavad Gunanabhava together. Furthermore, by your efforts, you cannot do anything. Elsa thought she was an independent woman. Yes, she is independent, or one is independent only if they are under the feet of the Lord, because we do not want to depend on anybody else other than Him. However, she thought she can depend upon herself. You cannot depend upon yourself. Elsa is an example of an older person. She was the older of the two sisters. She was Ammanai. Andal is the younger woman. She is the one that is calling her to make let's build a snowman together. She's calling her, let's go build a snowman together. You cannot be alone. Let us do this together. Come with me. You think you can achieve something on your own? You cannot. That is what Ammanai in this case refers to Elsa. Andal is Anna. And so that is what you see here. Kutrattin vai in the Kumbhakarnam. You are in the sleep. You are in the continuous sleep thinking that I am going to achieve something. That is the sleep. That is the true ignorance. How much is this ignorance? The Lord, He defeated Kumbhakarna. Kumbhakarna was in the biggest of sleep. He had completely destroyed Kumbhakarna. He had killed Kumbhakarna in the war of the Ramayana. In the Yugadha you see that he had killed Kumbhakarna. Kumbhakarna was also in a sleep. He was in a real sleep. This girl is in the sleep of, she is thinking that by her own efforts, she is going to achieve the Lord. That is the ignorant sleep that she is in. That is the sleep she is in. And so Andal is waking her up saying, Kumbhakarna's sleep, the Lord defeated. Of course, He can also defeat your sleep. He is going to remove your sleep. He is going to show you that He's Natchat Turai Muri Narayan, and He is going to come for you. He has, if you do Sharanagati, if you realize that He is the one protecting you, there's nothing else for you to do. And so that is what it's referred to. Kuttattin vaivrinda Kumbhakarnam, Tochamunakke perintuyil tan tandano. In fact, you are sleeping more than Kumbhakarna. This sleep is worse than the real sleep. Kumbhakarna, at least, he did not do anything in his sleep. When you are not doing anything in your sleep, who's protecting us? If I were to sleep at night, what is the guarantee that the fan is not going to fall on my head? What is the guarantee that suddenly something is not going to happen to me and I'm going to die, or something else happens to me? No. The only guarantee for our protection is Natchat Turai Muri Narayanan. I am not protecting myself at that time. The Lord is the one that is protecting myself. Hence, your sleep is bigger than Kumbhakarna's sleep. Kumbhakarna, at his time of his sleep, he did not protect himself. You are in the sleep that you think that you can protect yourself. It's a even worse ignorance that you have beat Kumbhakarna in your sleep. Kutrattin vaivrin the Kumbhakarnanum, Thochamunakke perintuyil tan tandano. That's such big sleep you are in. Acha ananturaya yarangalame. Understand that the Lord is the way. He is the one that is going to protect us. He is the one that is going to, has the parai. He is the one that has the sankalpa. Acha refers to the way. He is the vari. He is the path to reach Him. He is the one that is the path to our protection as well. Acha anandaraya arungalame. She jokingly refers to as arungalame, hidden jewel. She thinks that she is a jewel. She is not a jewel. She thinks that she is so great. In fact, she is not great because she thinks that she can protect herself. If she realizes that the Lord can protect us, then she will also become great. If you want to become great, if you want to really become Acha Anandarayai Arungalame, if you really want to become an Arungalame, come join us. Tetramai Vanditira. Come become clarified in your thought process. Have that tetram, have that clarity, and come join us. Tetramai Vanditira. Open the doors for us. And with that, Andal concludes this pasuram. She wakes up Elsa. Kattrikkara is not a chuvarkam puginra ammanai, maatramum tararo vasal tiravadar, nacha turai mudi narayanan, nammal potra paradaram punniyanal, pandoranal kutrattin vaivrinda Kumbhakarnanum, thotramunakke perinduyil tan dandano, aatra anandurayai rangalame, tetramai vanditira, Elorempavai. In the next pasuram, Andal wakes up Belle from Beauty and the Beast.